Well, today is the difference that
Danas
makes the difference.
je ono što
Honorable Prime
će
Minister
uneti
Brnabić,
razliku u ovu razliku.
distinguished Commissioner
Poštovana
Gabriel,
premijerko Brnabić,
ministers,
poštovana
your
komesarko
excellencies,
Gabriel,
media representatives,
ministri,
ladies and
ekscelencije, predstavnici
It is
medija,
my
dame
great
i
honor and
gospodo.
pleasure
Velika
to
mi je
welcome
čast i
all of you
zadovoljstvo
today
da vas
on behalf of the
dočekam,
Regional
da
Cooperation
vam
Council.
poželim dobrodošlicu
Allow me
u
to
ime
express
Regionalnog
my
saveta za saradnju.
appreciation and gratefulness to Prime Minister Brnabić for her personal dedication to the digital transformation, but also to the entire team of Serbian government, which invested amount of energy and political leadership in organizing and hosting the second Western Balkans Digital Summit these 2 days in Belgrade. Digital agenda is one of the pillars of the regional economic area, an idea suited up 2 years ago at Trieste Summit. The Western Balkans Digital Summit was born as a joint initiative of RCC and key industry representatives, integrated then as a measure to whom RCC has devoted a lot of time and efforts. 2 summits so far, a successful one in Skopje, this one quite successful up to the very end in Belgrade, next one will be in Tirana. These are unique opportunities where Western Balkan economies can learn from each other, encourage and take initiatives in various digital processes, determine where we want to be in the time horizon, and agree on how we could reach these objectives together, smoothly, efficiently, and allowing our citizens to grasp the benefits digital transformation enables. Our intention is for Western Balkans Digital Summit to be instrumental to the integration of our region in the pan-European digital single market, even ahead of our political integration in European Union. Some years ago, we were beating around the bush. Now we have the digital agenda, and I would like, not for the sake of courtesy, Maria Gabriel, but to thank you for that one. Now, the launch of the Western Balkans Digital Agenda, it's not only one of the flagships in the enlargement strategy, but it is already agreed in the Sofia Summit in June 2018 and defined as well as one of the key priorities and expected deliverables for the digital integration of the region. This document is supported by the Western Balkan leaders. The EU is assisting strongly on that, while us, RCC, has a significant role to play in various aspects of its implementation, such as creation of favorable legal and institutional environment, abolishing roaming charges, development of digital skill strategies, integration of Western Balkans in numerous European programs and platforms designed to facilitate the demanding and the complex process of digitalization. As we are all aware, our lives have become digital. We live in a high-tech consumerist societies. Our friendships are mostly online-based. Technology has outspaced politics, and everything you could ever want to know is just one click away. Digital platforms are modifying the relationships between people, consumers, workers, and employers. Internet is our supreme master, from buying groceries online, ordering an Uber taxi, or even finding a partner on a dating website. So, a range of new technologies that are fusing the physical, digital, and biological worlds, impacting all disciplines, economies, and industries, and even challenging ideas about what it means to be human, are cynically challenging ahead of us. Still, while there are evidences of digital transformation worldwide, we don't have yet a clear evidence of digitalization trend in the region. Southeast European business are still in the early phase of technology transfer. The rate of innovation among Southeast companies is still low, 30 to 40% across 3 years. And among those who innovate, majority of the new products are new for them, but not for the market. Well, if anyone is posing to himself the question why it happens to be so, it is because the lack of cooperation among companies, the still needed workforce-wise, the education system, the immigration trends as well, vis-à-vis brain drain. There is a big broadband connectivity gap, fragmented regulatory frameworks, uncertainties which impede new investments in the region. vulnerable cyberspace, and weak protection of critical infrastructure. Also, there is huge potential that lies in developing e-government and other e-services in health, trade, and other sectors, in cooperation with local governments in digital services deliveries, and in encouraging women to acquire necessary skills and participate more actively in the economic processes of all kinds. The digital revolution in the region is still underway. The problem is that technology itself invents itself quicker than the time societies need to adapt with it. Ladies and gentlemen, every notable historical area will have its own Faust, Kierkegaard wrote. Our challenge today is in devising smart policies that maximize the benefits of the new technology while minimizing the inevitable short-term disruptions. When I joined RCC at the beginning of this year, everybody, starting from my predecessor, and frankly, all the team in office, warned me that it's going to be a very challenging year. Make it or break it was what I heard mostly and is still echoing in my head. Here we have a room full of politicians or people who deal with it. I embrace in me the same illness that politicians have, stubbornness. And I know by experience that the axiom, the power to have things done floats in the space of laws, stands true. During these first 3 months, I have traveled everywhere in the region, and it's not a secret that the paramount defining trait of all meetings was, let's make the difference from the talk to walk and sign the roaming-free agreement. I have to thank all experts and negotiators, but let me say that this agreement that will be signed today is a clear sign of political willingness and commitment of all Western Balkan leaders to the regional cooperation. It is a clear sign of ownership in a region which has been and continues to be the legitimacy of opposing narratives. We are incomplete without one another. The successful implementation of this agreement does not only stand at further reduction up to zero cost of roaming on 2021 for the Western Balkans region, settling as well the process of reduction of roaming prices between Western Balkans and the European Union, but it stands in treating citizens of the region fairly and equally. From an economic perspective, it means a huge deal for all 6 economies in the region. It connects business to business faster and cheaper. It attracts tourists. And definitely, it reinforces the message that Europe delivers. Europe might be in a greater danger now than at any time in the last 70 years. A famous writer, Salman Rushdie, said some few days ago, while he joined another group of famous writers and Nobel Prize personalities who signed a manifesto in trying to promote the Europe how it is today and the importance of it. And then, yes, it might be in danger and it might be in difficulty. But if one believes in Europe, he said, it's time to stand up and be counted. Thank you very much, and I wish to all of you a very successful proceeding of the summit, and I'm looking so much forward to the moment of the signature of the free roaming agreement. Thank you.